The Princess and the Rock by Erica Infantino. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a powerful queen who always got what she desired. She accepted nothing less than the best, and she also wanted nothing but the best for her son. And so, when he was of age and it was time for him to find a royal partner, she told him, "Son, you deserve the best woman in the world. Do not settle for just anyone. A prince must be married to a princess." And so he followed her commands. Before going on a search, the queen reminded her son, "But remember, a real princess is not just simply the daughter of royalty. She must be sophisticated, delicate, oriented, dresses only in the finest clothing, has a voice of an angel, and is very subtle." So with that, the prince set off in search for his princess. After traveling many long days and countless hours, he went to every kingdom in every country and met all the unmarried beautiful princesses, although none of these princesses were suitable for this prince, because you see, he wanted to impress the queen. He promised himself he would only bring back a real princess, a princess who was as gentle as a feather. And all the princesses the prince encountered were not women of perfection. If it was from their overly gratified loathsome arrogance, strange apparel, or major shyness, none of these women were right for the prince. The prince quickly became discouraged and decided it was time to flee back home with no princess. The young charming man arrived back to his kingdom. He spoke with the king and queen, confronted them with his tragic news, and doubtfully wandered the castle. That night, during a terrible thunderstorm, there was a knock at the door. A servant went to answer, and, standing in front of her, held a young woman dressed in a torn purple dress, soaking wet from the rain. She explained to the servant, "I I got lost in the rain, and I saw the light from your castle. Would you be kind enough to provide shelter for the night? I beg of you." Now, something you must know, she had the voice of an angel, and with this the prince, who caught her sorrowful voice, quickly took into assumption that this lady standing before him must be a true princess. "Of course you are welcome to stay, my good lady," the prince said, bowing respectfully, and so he escorted the drenched young woman to a guest chamber. "Thank you very much, kind sir," she gently spoke. The prince left the lady to change, and he went to tell his mother the thrilling news. Although quickly after he told her the story, she scoffed. "My dear son, she is no princess. What kind of a princess goes out in the rain, knocking on doors in the middle of the night?" Yet her son was not convinced by her words. He was swayed that this fair lady was the princess he was in search for. So the queen quickly devised a plan to get rid of her. The queen powerfully spoke. "All right then, if you don't believe me, we will put her to a test. Tonight we will dress her bed with 10 mattresses from the castle. Then under the 10th mattress we will place a rock. If this rock disturbs her sleep, then we will know that she truly is a real princess, because only factual princesses would be delicate enough to feel such disturbance." Now, these mattresses the queen gathered weren't just any mattresses, but straight from the basement. Hard, firm, and solid as platform. 10 servants with brawling strength entered the room with the abnormally hefty rock, released it on the crackling floor, and finalized the scheme with the placement of the mattresses. The queen said her goodbyes for the night and left the maiden to her sleep. The next shining morning the prince awakened and with the queen went to the princess. To the queen's amazement, the girl stated she had a terrible sleep. "I felt like there was a brick inside those mattresses. I did not sleep a wink all night. Oh, I am exhausted." And after allowing the maiden to get down the towered mattresses, the prince rushed over to her side and knelt before her. "You are a true princess. You shall be mine. Please take this gesture as a token for my love and marry me, my princess." In shock and terror, the mist said nothing, until she was looking into the eyes of a worried prince, and so she took a breath and furiously spoke. "The way you treated me? You took me in only to give me this terrible bed? It would have been better to sleep outside in the rain. I could not marry one who treats me as a poor dog. Thank you for that terrible night's sleep, but I must be on my way. Good day, Prince." And so just like that, the young frantic maiden was out of the castle and onto the path she came from, and the prince had no princess, no wife, but was left to his sorrow self. The end. Thank you.